Alright, so we've made all of our parts for the train. We are ready to start assembling right now. I started a assembly file. I just went up to File, New, and I created a standard assembly. I have all my parts right here. I'm ready to rock and roll. There's only one thing that I need to start worrying about now is making sure I have the right number of everything. Alright, so if I need to copy anything, it's really easy. I'm just going to click on my shape. I'm going to do Control C for copy. I'm going to bring my mouse a little bit farther away, Control V, and it'll pop up right where my mouse is at. I know I'm going to need 2 link arms. I have link pegs, Control C. I know I need to have 4 of those total. I need to have 4 wheels. And I need to have 4 axles. Okay, now I'm ready to rock and roll. Alright, I'm going to lock my train body in because everything is going to be attached to that. So I want to make sure my train body will not move. So I'm going to just right click on it and say grounded. Now previously we talked about 2 constraints here. Alright, we mainly just talked about mate and flush. Now with all of these, it's actually kind of a peg going into a hole. And so we actually have a special constraint here called insert. Now there's 2 types of inserts that we have. Opposed, which is going to be what we mainly use, where you just have a screw going into something, and then aligned, and that's more like a flush type of insert. So if you had a peg that's sitting flush inside of a hole, that's what you would be using for that. So I'm just going to show us really quickly how to use it, and then we're going to move forward and we're going to go on to the exploded view. So when I'm doing this, it's really easy. Okay, I'm going to just rotate around a little bit so I can see this, and I'm going to do constrain. When I go up to insert, sorry, let me get this going here. When I go up to insert here, there's my insert. And what I want to do is I want to say, I want to go all the way up to this part of the screw, and I want that part to be touching this, and it'll automatically pop into place. After I got that, I just want to say apply. I'm going to do that with all these really quickly. Apply. Apply. Where's my last one? There it is. You thought you can get away. Mwahaha. You go right in there and apply. So now I've got those ones together. I'm going to go ahead and say I want to go all the way up to here. So I want to go all the way up to that wheel, and I want to insert right into there. And there we go. You can see the wheel will fit flush up against there. It's going right into the hole. I do want you to notice that if I do this, it rotates around. I don't really care if it rotates around. It's actually supposed to rotate around in the actual part. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these here really quickly. And I'm going to do these arms as well. So it should go all the way up to there actually, so the front should be sitting flush like that. Alright, so that's how you use the insert. The hardest part to insert is going to be the stack. The stack, you want to be sure to select the farthest out circle, and that's going to be going right into there, so it should be touching that bottom edge right there, and then you can say apply. Alright, so you should be able to assemble this rather quickly. You could see how quickly I've just assembled this part. I would just only have, what, 7 more parts to go really to assemble. So it goes by really quickly. So I'm going to go into how we do our exploded view. Okay, so to make the exploded view for this, I'm going to go to the eye and say new. I want to go to presentation and say create. Inside of here, we're going to put our assembly in here. And there we go. There's our assembly completed of our train. I want you to notice that on the front, it's totally flush up there. Sometimes people have it sticking out, but it shouldn't be sticking out. Everything should be fitting nice and tight. Alright, so what I want to do here is I want to tweak my components. We've done this before, right, with the cube project. So I'm going to go ahead and select all my shapes. Now, I'm selecting all the shapes that I'm going to be going out on one side because they're all actually going to be being brought out here. Alright, after I bring it out a little bit, instead of clicking the check, I can click on this plus, which just says apply. So I can say apply. Once I do that, I can hold down control and I can deselect these wheels and I can keep on moving forward. Alright, that drops off the wheels, so that way I can kind of get an easier exploded view. Everything is even when it's coming out. It's all coming out at the same time. Both the wheels are the same distance apart, so it looks really nice when you start using this kind of way to make an exploded view. I'm going to drop off that, and I'm going to keep moving forward here. I can say check. That's what I want to finally get to. On the other side, I'll do it really quickly here. Tweak component. Make sure I have everything. When I finally get it, I'm going to go on the isometric side because this is what I'm going to view when I make my working drawing. I want to say apply, drop off the wheels, bring it farther out, apply, and then check. Alright. One difficult part about this one is the cow catcher. The cow catcher, what people tend to want to do is they want to click on this angle part and then they start bringing it out. And if I look at from the front, you can see it's going upwards and out at an angle. So it's not really what you want to do. So for that one, make sure you are selecting on the flat surface there, and you can just bring it straight out this way. Alright, so just did a quick little review on how to use the inserts and how to make this exploded view. Alright, I hope everything is going alright with you when you're doing this. If you have any questions, please let me know.